Hey up, you beautiful buggers. It's 10 Naked Geriatrics, and in this video, we're building an antique shop. Simply lovely. Now, first up, we need a camp location, don't we? And if you've had the misfortune of seeing any of my other shop builds, you'll know this spot by now. It is literally the best location on the entire map to build a store. Hands down. Anyhow, now we've chosen our camp spot, we need to start by putting down some foundations. Usually when I build here, I'd slap down a foundation as close as I could to the wall so there's no gap and make sure that it's straight. But on this one, we're doing it a little bit different. We are going to have to leave a gap. The reason we're doing this is so we can have two full-size walls facing the not wallpaper side inwards. Does that make sense? Yep, of course it bloody does. If we didn't leave a gap, we wouldn't have been able to get two full-size walls in because the roof of this building here would have got in the way. And we don't want that, do we? Now then, once you're happy with your foundation placement and your walls are going to fit, just put down a 2x2 square. It's as simple as that. These foundations I've got snapped through the building, I've literally just put them down so I can have the wall facing texture side inwards. I know there's other ways of doing it, I just find this way easiest. Now then, we can start putting down some walls. But before we do that, I'm just going to remove this foundation here. Don't worry about it, it'll all make sense soon. Once that's gone, we're going to stick down a brick doorway here. Simply lovely. In this spot, you'll see I'm double walling. Don't bother doing that, just put down a single wall with the wallpaper side facing towards you. Beautiful. And of course, just pretend you didn't see those posts I forgot to delete. Over here, we're going to place down one of the small catwalk pieces and we're going to snap a foundation to arse end of it. We can then delete the catwalk and snap this foundation to the one we've just put down. Absolutely fantastic. And if you haven't worked it out by now, this is going to give us a recessed doorway. Beautiful. Before we put that doorway in though, we're going to put down one of these corner boy fancy concrete roofs here. And once that's in place, we can finally put down our doorway, drag our foundations forward, and voila. Isn't that fantastic? Nope, it's mediocre at best. We can then go all the way around the outside of our building, like two trailer park girls, putting down our wall choice. Obviously, I'm going to be using the brick set and the new greenhouse glass wall set thing. Yeah, that's a technical name. Now you've got all your wall pieces in place, you can go and put your fancy corner boy 12,000 roof pieces in. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I have an unhealthy obsession with using these at the moment. They're absolutely bloody fantastic. It's nice to see that Bethesda put time into designing these roofs. If only they would have done that with the rest of the bloody game. Anyhow, once you've done all of that, this is what you should be left with. Now we're going to move on to our second story. And this is dead simple. We're just going to build a second layer of full-size walls. There's nothing much to it really. Just go around the top half of your build and place them down. Dead easy. When we get to our little recessed door bit, you'll find that you can't place a wall down because obviously we've got a recessed wall as the name suggests. So just place down a wall at the front of this foundation here, place another one on top of it, change it to a doorway and remove the wall that's underneath it. Problem solved with minimal effort. This is what we like to see. Now upstairs you'll also notice we can't place down walls on here, and that's because of our roof pieces. Again, dead simple to solve. Change them to the non-corner boy 12,000s, place down the wall of your choosing, simply lovely, and then change the roof pieces back to the corner boys. Again, dead simple to sort. And the best thing, no flamethrowers required. Beautiful. Now all that's left to do is put some roof pieces down. And while you're doing that, allow me to make a suggestion to you. As I said at the beginning, this spot is the best location in the game for building shops. So in the description, I'm going to leave two video links to the best that I've seen here recently. I don't normally do this, but they are absolutely bloody incredible. Take a look if you really want to build here. Anyhow, now you've got your roof pieces in place, this is what you should be left with. See, it's coming together, innit? We've now come to the part in the video where aneurysms are going to become a real threat, and that is because mine are Schönfreundens. We need to put some stairs down. We can't just place them down inside our build, we'd have to destroy our roofs and by proxy remove our little trim that goes around the outside of it. We can't place them down on the side because it'd look pure shit, so we're going to have to get creative. As you can see here guys, I've built some foundations off our main build and I've put down a cooking stove on top of a floor mat. Bloody hell, I struggled with that then, see? Aneurysms. Anyhow, with the cooking stove on a mat, it'll allow us to move it around and we're going to place it as close to this white wall on this building here as we possibly can with the ladle handle bit facing towards it. Does that make sense? Yeah, of course it does. By doing this, when we interact with the cooking station, it'll allow us to glitch through this wall. Absolutely fantastic. And once we're inside, we can snap down two foundations here. Now, I'm going to pre-warn you, this isn't going to look brilliant. elegant, but it's the best I can do. Ideally, some gantry stairs would look nice here, but unfortunately, it won't let us snap them down. So in true British fashion, we're just going to have to bodge it together and hope that it'll work. We're going to place down a normal set of stairs on this foundation here. Simply lovely. And common sense would dictate that we would then snap a floor to it, or a roof piece to act as a floor, but again, we're not allowed to do it because of where we're building. Oh dear, how do we get around this? Well, the solution is quite disgusting and bodgy as shit, like most of my channel. We're just going to delete this foundation here, and we're going to put down one of the porch sets, because they seem to be able to snap everywhere, regardless of what's in the way. And the roof of that porch set is going to act as our floor. See, I told you, I've done some scrappy crap on this channel, but this is, it's up there. But I guess if it works, then it's not stupid, is it? Now, if we go back outside and re-interact with our cooking pot, once we glitch through, we should be on our stairs. Absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, this isn't the last step. With most glitchy buildings, you can get out of them just by jumping through the wall. Unfortunately, because there's windows in this one, you can't do it. So we're going to have to spend a few minutes making another cooking station glitchy boy 12,000 to get through our upper walls. I know this is riggy. I know it's not a very elegant way of getting upstairs, but trust me, I tried everything to, make a more simple solution. At least it's all hidden, I guess. Yeah, we'll take that as a positive out of this whole shitty situation. By now, you should have your Glitchy Boy 12,000 made, and you're going to grab it, you're going to take it upstairs, place it on top of your porch/floor, and you should be able to glitch through the wall into the upstairs of your building. Absolutely fantastic. Now we're going to add some finishing touches. As you can see, I've changed all our corner boards into normal roof pieces, and I've deleted our front wall here. I've also added some foundations down at the front. Why have you done this, you may ask? Well, it's so we can put down some of these stair posts, and I'm using this blueprint here. If you don't know how to make it, I'll leave a photo card in top corner. But basically, all it lets you do is place down stair posts anywhere. They don't have to snap to anything. I'm just going to be placing them down on either side of our wall pieces at the front. Once you've got all your posts in place and you're happy with them, you can add your front wall again, and you can change all your roof pieces back into corner boys. Now, as you can see here, I've removed the posts from the bottom story, but on the final version of the build, I've left them in, so you've got posts going all the way up. It's up to you which design you go for. But yeah, this is what I've been left with anyway. Now I'm going to cut away some footage of it decorated. You all know I'm not the best at decoration, so in the description, I'm going to leave you 2 more links to other channels who have made antique shops and done a proper job of it. I'll be back in a second. But there we are, guys. What do you reckon of that? It's not turned out too bad, is it? Just got to work on my actual interior design. As ever, just before I go, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all my patrons. The extra support is really appreciated. If any of you watching want to get involved with that, the link's down in description. Also, while you're having a ferret down in description, you'll find a link to my Discord. We've actually got a really good community there, and if you want to get involved with that, then click the link and it'll take you there. It's magic, innit? And of course, if you did like the video, please let me know by hitting that like button, and if you want to see more weekly Fallout 76 content, consider hitting subscribe too. Anyway, as we say it north, I'll love you and leave you, and I'll catch you at next one.